The Galactic Council had ruled the stars for over 6,000 cycles. Thousands of species, millions of worlds, one law: obedience. Every civilization that reached interstellar travel eventually received the same message: submit or be erased. Most complied. Some resisted. None survived. Until humans. When the first human ship crossed into Council space, the observers laughed. The vessel was crude. No organic hull. No energy shields that bent light. Just layered metal, reinforced plating, and engines that burned violently instead of gracefully. This species still uses combustion-based propulsion, sneered Elder Karish, his tendrils rippling with amusement. They are primitive, harmless. The Council allowed the ship to approach, a mistake they would never forget. First contact. The human ship did not bow. It did not slow. It did not transmit submission codes. Instead, it sent a simple signal on every known frequency. We come in peace, but we do not kneel. The chamber fell silent. No species had ever spoken those words. Peace was acceptable. Defiance was not. Elder Karish ordered the standard response. Demonstrate superiority. A single Council cruiser moved forward and fired a warning pulse enough to disable, not destroy. The pulse hit the human ship and did nothing. Scans confirmed the impossible. The human vessel had absorbed the energy. "What sorcery is this?" one counselor whispered. Then the human ship replied, not with weapons, but data. Blueprints, equations, military history. Thousands of years of warfare compressed into seconds. The Council's translators struggled, but one phrase stood out. "We learned early that peace is preserved by preparation." The mistake of arrogance. The Council assumed it was bluff. They always did. An armada of 12 cruisers surrounded the human ship. Elder Karish issued the final ultimatum: submit to Council authority, or your world will burn. The human captain's face appeared on the holo display. A single human, gray hair, calm eyes. "We were hoping you'd say that," he replied. The human ship vanished. Not jumped, not cloaked, vanished. Then, alarms screamed across the chamber. Human vessels, hundreds of them, appeared behind the Council fleet. No hyperspace signatures, no warning. They were already there. War the galaxy had never seen. The Council fired first. They always did. Energy lances carved through space, tearing apart stars in their wake. The humans responded with something different. Kinetic weapons. Solid projectiles accelerated to fractions of light speed. No energy to deflect, no shields to absorb mass traveling that fast. Council cruisers shattered like glass. Explosions bloomed silently in the void. "This is impossible," shrieked a Council tactician. "They are using weapons from their pre-space era." "Yes," another replied in horror, "but perfected." Human ships moved chaotically, no elegant formations, no predictable vectors. They fought like predators, like survivors. The truth about humanity. As the battle raged, human transmissions flooded Council channels. Not taunts, explanations. Humans explained how their world had nearly destroyed itself dozens of times, how they survived plagues, nuclear fire, climate collapse, and endless war. They explained why they never relied on a single defense system, why redundancy was sacred, why every civilian ship carried weapons. "We assumed the universe would be hostile," the human captain said calmly, "and we were right." The Council realized too late. Humanity hadn't evolved for peace. They evolved for survival. The Council falls. Within hours, the Armada was gone. Within days, Council outposts went dark. Within weeks, the Galactic Council ceased to exist. Not because humans wiped out every species, but because they dismantled the system. They targeted command structures, supply routes, communication hubs. They offered surrender and mercy, something the Council never had. Aftermath. Years later, historians would debate the human uprising. Some called humans monsters, others called them saviors. But one fact was undisputed. The age of forced obedience ended the moment humans entered the galaxy. At the ruins of the old council chamber, a new message was carved into the stars. Peace is not given, it is defended. And beneath it, in human language, we warned you. Epilogue. On distant worlds, young species studied human history with awe and fear. They learned of a race that refused to kneel, a race that survived its own extinction multiple times, a race that believed peace was worth fighting for. And across the galaxy, one rule replaced all others. Never underestimate humans, because they don't conquer for glory. They conquer so no one else ever has to bow again.